Hello folks, welcome to NFL Wildcard Predictions video. Last week I went 9-7, which finished the season with I believe 192 to 81. Have not wrote the overall record, but this has been a great year. And now here we are in the playoffs. The moment has arrived. Let's get on to it. Starting off with tomorrow, we got the 5-seed Rams taking on the 4-seed Panthers at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Los Angeles is a 10.5-point favorite. This is the highest spread of the week. So let's talk about both of these teams. The Rams, obviously the 5 seed, they couldn't get the NFC West. Neither than the 1 seed in the NFC, which has been tough this year with, of course, with their players trying to stay healthy. The good news is Davante Adams is going to play in this game. Unfortunately, Kevin Dotson, their right guard, is out for this game. They're going to take on the Panthers, who, despite losing to Tampa, they needed Atlanta to beat New Orleans, and they got into the playoffs, and they're in. They win the NFC South for the first time since 2015, and it's going to be an atmosphere. I'll be in this game. Now, there is some possibility that we might have a delay for this game because there are some thunderstorms going to be around in Charlotte. Take a look at this game. This game comes down to how will Carolina keep this game close? And these two already met each other this season, where the Panthers ran the football. Their defense went after Matthew Stafford, and they created turnovers. But in this game, that is going to be a great atmosphere. However, Rams pull it off. Sorry, I just think the Rams are way too good against this Panthers team. And, of course, confirming this news, Robert Hunt is going to make his return tomorrow. So, Rams win 34-20. Green Bay Packers, the 7 seed versus the 2 seed Bears at 8 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Green Bay is a 1.5-point favorite. The Packers are leaping in the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak. The good news is they're going to get Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, and all their starters healthy. Well, Zach Thomas, if he's on a game time decision, we'll have to find out. They're going to take on the Bears, who had a phenomenal season. They went from the bottom of the NFC North, hiring Ben Johnson, to then now where they are right now. They've won the division for the first time since 2018. They've won 11 games. Caleb Williams has been outstanding this season. And now this is the rubber match. This is that kind of game that I'm looking forward to not the most, but looking forward to look at this. How will Chicago keep this game in their hands? That's going to be the question. I'm going to take the Packers. I like this Packers team. I think they're going to get through enough to go to Seattle and take on the Seahawks. Packers win 26-20. Packers win. Get an upset. All right, to the game of the week. This is one I think this is going to be a great playoff game. The 6th seed Buffalo Bills going on the road to the 3 seed Jaguars at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Jacksonville's a 1.5-point favorites. This Jaguars team, again, same thing with the Bears, but Liam Cohen turned this team around and got them the division title and the 3 seed in the AFC. And they're the favorites to this game against the Bills, who everyone is having the Bills winning the Super Bowl in their early bets. Now, they're the 6th seed, and they're going to have to go on the road to get to the Super Bowl. And it's been a tough year for Bills fans. I know, coming off a win against the Jets in their final home game in Highmark Stadium. But this season's been really hard for them. Just their losing games really tough. Not winning the division this year has been rough. And this is a great matchup. It's the best run defense in Jacksonville against the best running offense in the league, and that's the Bills. James Cook versus this Jaguars defense. However, I'm going to take the Bills. I still have the Bills as my Super Bowl prediction winners. I got the Bills winning it 27-24 over the Jaguars. 6th seed 49ers take on the 3 seed Eagles at 4:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Philadelphia is a 6-point favorite. The Eagles, I know, resting their starters, lost to the Commanders. Don't worry about that. They got a huge game at home going against the 49ers, who are coming in limping after their loss for a chance to claim the 1 seed in the NFC. And take a look at this game. Both defenses have to step up. Their offense has good running backs, good quarterbacks. I'm going to take the Eagles. I just think that Eagles defense is way healthier than the 49ers defense. So give me the Eagles. 34-20, Eagles win. 7 seed Chargers take on the 2 seed Patriots at 8 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. New England is a 3.5-point favorite. There's a lot to talk about this one. The Patriots, another team that has had the surprising year with Mike Vrabel, their head coach, of course, second time, but first year in New England as a head coach. They developed Drake May. Now he's an MVP caliber quarterback, and they're in the playoffs for the first time since 2019 season, where Tom Brady had his final game as a Patriot against the Titans in the wild card game. Going up against the Chargers, who they've been banged up, of course, offensive line. Herbert has been, of course, dealing with a hand injury. We'll see if he's going to be ready to go this week. And take a look at this game. I'm going to take New England. It's a tight game. I just think the Chargers' offensive line is what worries me the most. New England wins 27-24. Then the Houston Texans take on the Pittsburgh Steelers at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, ABC. Also, Houston is a 3-point favorite in this one. Houston, I think the best defense. I just mentioned Jacksonville, but Houston, 5 seed, probably their best season. But can they get to the division round plus to the AFC Championship game, which they've never been there before? Going up against the Steelers, who had a dramatic win against the Ravens to clinch the AFC North title for the first time since 2020. And obviously, this is going to be an atmosphere, but I like Houston in this one. The Texans beat the Steelers 28-20. Texans win. That's it for NFL wildcard predictions. If you're not seeing my other videos, go check them out on my channel. Of course, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more sports news.